We could try.
All right.
We have to go live.
And I am live. Oh, but what about the... There we go. We'll do that.
Oh, there you go. I see you.
Hello, hello. It's January 18th, 2024. And you have logged into Dr. Daydream. I am here with Sparky. Could you type in the room, say hello? Just in text. This is
There's a delay.
you're in your Roku? And so the Roku can't doesn't let you text? No texting with the Roku. Oh, is it? I'm on the big screen, am I? Oh, wow. Hey. Yeah, the delay has been what's been catching me.
You're waving now?
I was a moment ago, yeah. So, yeah, there's about a 5-second delay.
Yeah, about 5-second delay. So in case they would just say dirty words.
Maybe they do that too. I don't know how powerful the algorithm is, but let's see. Here's the thing. In order to get you in the stream with me, you'd actually have to call me via Facebook rather than the actual phone.
Oh, okay. Let me call you on Facebook then.
All right. And all right, yeah.
All right.
All right, bye.
Bye.
All right. So, I gotta get over, and I wouldn't even call these technical difficulties. I would call them learning as I go. So, what I believe is going to happen is he's going to call. I'm going to accept, allow. Hello. Hello.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Oh, even better. All right. I don't know if this is over, but we're gonna go with. Let me take a look at the levels. Introduce yourself, Sparky, please.
All right, keep speaking. That way you can understand what I'm saying, and that way you can understand where the level is going to be. So, and I'm going to just turn the little volume up on the. There we go. I'm hearing myself delayed.
It's a little freaky the first time it happens. I ended up making a mistake yesterday, and there were people waiting too, so I felt embarrassed kind of. Where I had opened the window, and so it was looping back, but it was creating a feedback loop of like the same bit over and over. There's so much to learn, my friend. There's so much to learn.
The wonderful world of delayed television. Wow, it is like a live broadcast because they have a 5-second delay in case. Because it used to be like the old Saturday Night Live when they had the original cast. The very last season they had with the original cast, they had Paul Shaver just kept on messing up the word, and instead of saying vlogging, he kept on saying fucking. But they just let that go because they was just like, oh, he just flubbed up the flogging word. That was it. And then Charles Rocket, who was on the next line of cast, actually said, you know, they asked him at the end of that notorious sixth season, the 6th or 7th season. Anyways, when where Laura Michaels had left, and they were just tried everything to get up there. And Charles Rocket said, and people asked him how he was doing. He said, "I'm doing fucking great." And so he was the first person to actually swear on national television. And that's when they decided to have like a...
Boy, it was Paul Schaefer, huh?
Yeah, Paul Schaefer, yeah. I met the dude, you know. Yeah, he was one of those ones that used to had hung out one night at the back of Dana Aiello's comedy club. He was the one of the official celebrities. Yeah, and Paul Schaefer did like my rubber plant. That's, I think, the only thing I remember for me. Yes, my brushes with near greatness.
Oh, you are greatness, my friend. The legendary Sparky has been a comedian for well over 40 years. In the local and across on the other side of the coast, he's traveled, he's known far and well, and he's got a really good set. You should go and see him when he's live.
Yeah, come out and support me. Yeah. You know, everyone that broadcasts this, everyone that watches this. Yeah, which is why I'm hoping to get. Well, I got the day job, which, they're changing my day job.
They're changing your day job.
I'm changing my day job, yes. I don't know to what exactly, but my immediate superior, not the hot woman, but the other guy came up to me and said, "Are you happy here?" I said, "Well, you know, it is at the top of my physical ability." And so I said, you know, I thought you'd be better off, you know, as a greeter or something like that. And I'm like, "That's fine, but, you know, I really want to be on the deli." And he said, "Oh, there's more money in the deli." So.
Well, good.
Yeah.
Always go where it makes you a little happier, you know?
Yeah. I mean, it's just, I enjoy interacting with people. You know, it's... my mother said there's three types of people: people that work well with people that work well with things, and people that work well with numbers. And I tend to work best with people and numbers.
What do you think I'm good at?
You, my friend, are, you know, yeah, you are the puzzle solver.
The puzzle solver. Oh, God.
Oh yes, you definitely. You know, you look at it you know, you've got that brilliant technical mind that is able to, you know, break down the complexities of, you know, this computer world and everything around it, and find a way to monetize it, which is, to me, is just been incredible. Your inspiration.
oh, you poor man. But that's nice of you to say, and you know what? And actually, and I do have a little bit of pride for that I managed to kind of monetize the electricity. Because that's all a sine wave is, you know what I mean? I'm just selling sine waves, man. Like, hey, want a sine wave? It's a good one. Come on, man.
Yeah,
it's fresh off the boat. In fact, this sine wave is underage. Oh, you want it more? No.
Yeah, honest man. You know, I can get you up to 400,000 hertz.
Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. It's all about the hertz. It hurts, baby. It hurts. I know there's a bit out of that.
It's going to feel good.
Oh.
Yeah.
Too busy laughing. But I can't. So this is coming through pretty good. But now you're not watching it on the Chrome. You're watching it on the TV.
I'm watching it on the TV.
So what happened to the Chromebook?
Can't find the charger.
All right.
However, she did set it up so if I want to, I can. I've got YouTube on her computer. That's set up.
Oh.
But again, the G is missing.
Well,
on her keyboard.
It
So
wasn't-
we basically need more higher tech. That's another reason why I'm looking forward to, I think, next month though.
hey, honestly, dude, if I
Pick
can,
up
if I may speak plainly, if there's another computer that's open and available, you should be running the stream on that right now.
all right, let me see if I can put it on there.
All right, you do that. Tell you what, folks, I'm going to play a little song and I'm going to get myself another Coca-Cola. And so we'll take a short intermission while he turns on that other stream. Again, thank you so much for watching.
Bless you.
Oh, Gesundheit.
Yeah, he's all the way down here. All right. Brief intermission.
Brief intermission. And music. All right. Alrighty. I needed to re-up on my soda. For those of you just joining us, welcome to Dr. Daydream. My name's Kevin G. Nicholson. I'm the host of this YouTube channel. If you didn't know that already, I mean, I don't know why you'd watch it. If you didn't know already, but I appreciate you for doing it. I mean, I don't even know what voice I'm doing. I think it's going down south, though. Now it sounds like an auction, people. We got 75 in the corner there. See, it's an upbeat, happy song, which is a little different than the original Dr. Daydream was like kind of like Mr. Rogers, kind of like the dee 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 dee. God bless Fred Rogers. See, that's the thing. If we got 3 computers going, oh, my watch hours are going to fly off the shelves. It'll be like a watch hour blowout. So I'm all excited. Oh, but I lost the chat in my thing. Hey, did you watch the Danielson video? Oh, he's not back yet. Here, let's do that. Well, hello. It's December 26th, 2023. We only got a few days left for the year. I'm walking to downtown. I am on Broad Street, the corner of Broad Street and Prince Street, and I'm heading to Main Street. And because someone stopped by my live stream, they said they like the Danielson stuff. This is Danielson, the quiet corner. Idyllic. I'll take a few pictures. So this portion of the road is closed. I still want to get a good still shot of that. And the church that is kind of like the icon for the town. Now this used to be a lumberyard, and then they turned it into a bunch of clubs.
You know what's
It was the second rain desert, and then it was the Argyle Rhinoceros.
Why is it sunny where you are?
A bunch of others. And now it's not doing anything.
It's all sunny over your place.
You can see. But the structure looks all right. I kind of want to ask you. I was waiting for you to get back. Like all right, let me stop that.
Oh, it's coming as a Patricia Bentley underneath her thing. So Patricia Bentley says hello.
Oh, hello.
I just typed in the chat.
Yeah, let's see. Where is it? I gotta put that up. What's the? Did you get that instant? The hello back? I'm still working on the time differential.
Yep, I got you. Yep, got it all back.
Okay. See, I'm so stoked now. This is already. This is terribly helpful.
There, I just gave us a like.
Yay! And likes too. Oh, there it is. Oh, I'm gonna have to put. There are like plugins that'll make like little explosions when I get likes and stuff. I haven't patched them in yet though. Oh, excuse me. Well, so no, this is good. And now you and Joe, are you still planning on Tuesday? Is that the plan?
Yeah, the 23rd. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I got a long cable because right now it's free floating, but I got at least a good 7 feet on that thing, so we can live stream while we're doing the stuff. And I talked to you before about what I'd like to do, right? The counter one persona, the other persona.
Yeah. Throw in another shirt or hat or something and do something like that.
Yeah, I think that would be kind of neat. We could mix and match.
Yeah, like we said, one of my favorite, the YouTuber, well, I see her on Instagram. I don't remember her name, but every once in a while, I remember she did something real once. But a lot of times it's a lot of atrocious puns, which I really appreciate. Like really painful stuff.
Like dad jokes. Like where
yeah.
where do you put bad light? Prism.
Yeah, because it's a light sentence.
Yeah.
You have time to reflect.
Oh, it hurts. And we're eating this voluntarily. What's wrong with us?
Why? Because deep down inside, there's this. Every joke has its origin in pain. Sometimes it inflicts others.
Oh, yeah. Hey, I was obviously I was researching again today, and your short is still banging. That one.
Yeah, it's still hovering at 57,000. But eventually, I think by next year it'll get to 58.
Yeah, I want to see if we can beat you. I mean, if you can beat you, if any of us can beat you, honestly. I mean, I can't believe it went as high as it did.
Yeah,
it beat the girls. It beat the ladies.
Yeah, but they're old. They're last year's news.
That's true. And that's the difference between a flash in the pan and legendary.
Look at the stuff they're getting away on Instagram right now. It's just like, really? They're not censoring that? That's amazing.
But wait, you're going to have to explain to me because I don't really use Instagram.
Instagram is becoming more and more Wild West. The fact that they're trying to figure out ways in order to show things they're not supposed to show, like you'll see boobs being reflected in shiny
reflections.
Reflections,
that's not a boob; it's the reflection of a boob.
Yeah. So they apparently none of this gets.
This isn't a vagina; it's just a painting of a vagina. Don't touch it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I said, don't touch it.
The weird thing is finding out that there is there are now butt plugs that have lights at the end of them.
You can put the butt plug in and get a colonoscopy at the same time.
Suddenly you see the light at the end of the tunnel. It's like, what is that? Is that what? Oh my God, it is.
I'm scared.
It's scary. It's scary times. It's scary times.
It really is. And this weather has been atrocious. January has not been a good month for me so far in regards to the weather.
No. No, this is interesting. 'Cause I'm seeing what the delay is right now. We have a 5-second delay on the Roku, and a little longer delay on
The PC?
on the PC. Yeah. Like right now, you just took a drag on the Roku, and then this means you're about to take a drag. Nope. Maybe it's the other way around.
Yeah.
Nope. There you are. You're taking the drag there. So yeah. So it's about 5 seconds on the Roku delay, and about 7-8 seconds on delay on the PC. Fascinating stuff.
It really is. I still haven't figured it out. But in the time that you were talking, I was doing all the stuff with the arm. I'm watching it.
I'm watching it now it just came on the Roku, and now it's coming on the PC. Like doing the whole up and down, left and right, left and right.
At some point, I'm going to get used to this. So, yeah, I mean, I don't suppose I really have to, but, I'm trying to get a good sense of the flow and how everything functions. And even, almost 3 months in, I've almost done 100 of these live streams.
Oh.
I'm like a few away.
That's incredible.
It's once I got hooked up and the weather became dog shit, then let's just stay inside.
Yeah, I can't edit anything.
Right. Although I did, I went back looking through last year's footage because I got a new hard drive, and so I'm starting to move stuff over. And and I went and I found another bit. Those girls who did the song about birds. Well, I guess they're the queens of Circe, or the servants of Circe, or something like that. And so I went back, and I found one of the acts that I didn't upload. And I'm like, well, no, you know what? I bet you I could work that. And so I went in and I was practicing editing, and I'm like, okay, I'll throw it up. But it's it was a good exercise in trying to get all the ums and the ahs and all that stuff out, and then going right into the bit. And that was the one where during the bit, the guy walks over and keeps spitting on the girls, like spit takes.
What?
Oh yeah.
Is that part of the act?
It is part of the act.
Oh, okay. Okay, so they girls were prepared for that.
Yeah, but the audience doesn't know. I mean, I'd never seen that before, but obviously, but I'm looking at it, afterwards on the tape. It seemed very spontaneous at the time because of the chaos that was going on. But I thought it played all right, and it didn't sound too terrible either.
Oh, good. That's something I'll definitely check out, because I do like the Ring Girls.
Yeah.
I love the Renaissance Fair anyways. I mean, it's just, it's the gateway to all sorts of depraved. It's one that, I think it was the first time I met Christian. Yes. Was doing the Christian Galpin. Our good buddy there. Who hired you and fired you within a month. I don't know. I'm kind of upset about him for that. But
Brandon's trying to call me. He doesn't know I'm live streaming.
Oh, I hear the phone.
It's like all sorts of weird over here now. All right, let's see if I can do this. Hey, can you regale us with a tale of New York City? Now, what did you do when you went to New York City? Where did you stay? Because didn't you live with somebody?
Oh yeah, when I first moved to New York City, I was living in technically Harrison, New Jersey, which is, one of my other friends refer to it as, Manhattan West, because it's spread across the Hudson River, and it was like one stop off on the PATH train. You get back into New York City, and up on Christopher Street. But when I first moved to that area, I had 3 roommates, 2 Brazilians and one. I think he was from Peru. I'm trying to think.
Wait,
But
Peru?
one of them you never saw because he was always traveling, and the other 2 I ended up actually sharing a room with the youngest of the one. God, I can't even remember their names at this point. But it's been just as well. But yeah.
Now, did you do the cellar or any of those? I mean, you were performing out there, right?
Well, the performance is, when you first get there, you end up doing things like the Comedy Village, which used to be the Boston Comedy Club, and all these places, they have open mics. And the New York Comedy Club, I did that a couple of times. That's why my manager found me there. And I was so happy about it because he said he would show up, and I kept on, delaying the audience until it was getting close to closing time in New York. And he showed up about 1:30. I got on there. There was only like 4 people in there, but he liked what he saw. And even though I wasn't officially signed with him, he used me for a lot of stuff. Mm. And I heard after, when he passed away, at his funeral, that a woman that really knew him well said he had a lot of respect for you, and he thought you were going to do something really fantastic.
Well, and you are.
And it was going to be, because right before he passed away, we were about to open up. They had my own night for National Lampoon Comedy Club, which never happened because he passed away before we actually could open up. Where we had the location all set up was right there on 43rd Street. It was right next door to Madame Tussauds Wax Museum. And it was a beautiful location. And when he passed away, everything just fell to shit. And I don't know. And life is funny that way. But yeah. But we did do things like the New York Comedy Expo. I was a big part of that, and the Las Vegas Comedy Festival. He actually owned that for a while when he was alive, and I ended up hosting the big finale at Las Vegas Comedy Festival. These things, people don't realize I've done a lot. You come back to Rhode Island and it's like, we haven't seen you in 10 years. What have you been doing? Well, I might as well like crazy in New York City. Doing a lot of open mics, a lot of, I finally got some paperwork from Stamp New York. My Christmas stuff was very well received during SantaCon. Wait, you still there? Oh, okay. SantaCon, if nobody knows what that is, SantaCon is the absolutely drunken version. It's basically bar hopping. People dress up as Santa Clauses and elves and Christmas trees, and interesting variations on Santa's outfit. I remember one guy had a swift three-piece suit. It was all red, trimmed in white. I remember a huge, like, this guy had to be about 6'9", and he was wearing a Santa Claus suit that was meant for someone about 5'7". So he had his legs and arms sticking out of it. Um, yeah, just different variations on whatever Santa Claus suit looks like. And people get drunk, and by the end of the night, you're watching like these cute little girls in elf costumes right up on the side of the street on 8th Street. It's like, oh, yes, and it is without a doubt one of the most outrageous holidays. I think during the pandemic they stopped it, of course, and they tried to start up again. I think that they canceled it this past year. It's just,
Well,
it's just another like
elf puke is
St.
really hard
Patrick's
to get
Day.
out, isn't it?
So-
Elf puke must be really hard to get out.
Oh, it's New York City. I mean, it's part of the charm.
My goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just, there's certain things, people, New York City, you either love it or hate it. I loved it because I found something new and exciting to do every day. I mean, every day I was in New York City, there was something I had not seen before in my life.
See I had that experience a few times that I was there, but I don't think it was as profound. It was just like, oh wow, that's really cool, and the fact that variety would be right in front of my eyes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I saw
Yeah,
a midget and a giant walk down the street in the same evening. I'm like, what the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's New York City. Anything can happen at any time. And there was so much stuff we could do for free. And so I met Spike Lee because he was showing a short film at the Genius Shop there in Soho.
Studio 54? No, that's somewhere else, isn't it?
Now, Studio 54. Studio 54 is on 54th Street. Right around the corner is David Letterman's show. And the Studio 54 isn't Studio 54 anymore. It's pretty much abandoned. I thought they would do something with it, but it's just here's where the building used to be. Like a lot of the dance clubs sort of disappear. Like the Limelight, which I just saw a documentary on, which to me was like a really cool place because it's the first time I ever met vampires.
The Limelight.
Yeah. Old church turned into a club. And now it's turned into a mini mall.
You know what? No, I went to the Limelight. I swear to God, I'm not lying. This dude Leo brought me down there, and they were having a rave there.
Yep, that's the Limelight.
And I want to say this was had to be the 90s. I want to even say early 90s.
Yeah, it was quite the popular club, especially in the 90s. When I was there, it actually changed to another name like Avalon or something like that, but everyone knew it as Limelight, even after they changed ownership and all that type of stuff. But yeah, it was one of the clubs in New York City.
It was hip. It was now.
It was, one of those ones where you had to wait in line to get into. Actually, I went into one of those once with my friend Mesa. Mesa was dressed like a Native American because she's got Native American in her. So she basically dressed like and it was so cool because they have all these people in line. They took a look at her and look at me, and they said we had to cut the line because of the way she looked. That was so fucking awesome.
It's amazing what a look can do, isn't it?
It is, because she wasn't necessarily how do we say it?
Super
You
attractive.
know, super attractive. It just, she had the look and the attitude, and
She was the role.
that was still while I was drinking, so that had been 2005. Wow. It's weird to think that 2005 was 18 years ago now. 19 years ago.
Yeah. Don't remind me. I don't think. I mean, we got legal. We got legal weed. I suppose that's a plus, but everything else kind of looks not so good.
No, it's
I mean,
a
I
weird
don't.
time of flux.
We sure are. But I'm trying to use my agency to flux you and I into a better future if I can help it.
We shall see. We shall see. I mean, I think that I think it's going to be one of those things that still have to deal with the delay. Having the TV on such slight volume. But yeah. Again, it's just finding that one little thing that will catch a quote viral, and no one's really sure what it is until it happens.
Yeah, I mean, but we've come damn close in the last year alone. And that stupid vagina video. I mean, if that can happen, and I am starting to make sense of all of this biodigital jazz, man.
I tell you, man, hashtags. People look at vagina and they see that, and it's like, well, let's check this thing out.
But
See the title.
I did find out, like, they say you got to work your thumbnails. I think all of that stuff's getting better. My editing, I think, is getting a lot sharper. So if I keep rolling, this should be the summer.
Yeah, I can't see anything that this is going to change over the summer, other than, the weather's going to get warmer, and we'll be complaining about, the guys telling you, is it cold enough for you? We're going to be complaining now, is it warm enough for you?
I go out of my way to tell people how much I love it when it's hot.
Yeah. Well, I don't mind this cold so much. It just in Saturday and Sunday where it's supposed to get highs in the 20s, and it's like 30s I can manage. Because 30s I'm still insulated enough where I can still move around a bit.
Yeah.
And it also depends on the wind chill. And that's the thing that bothers me. What happens to the wind chill factor? Why don't we have a wind chill factor in the summer when we need it the most? No, we have humidity instead.
Hey, Schrodinger's cat, worst birthday gift ever.
How do you say that?
Schrodinger's cat. Schrodinger's cat. It's German. Schrödinger, isn't it? Schrödinger. Dinger. Sorry.
You just amused yourself right there.
I did. I'm doing that more and more.
It's like Peter Dinkle actually has a double phallic name. Peter Dinklage. Yeah, double phallic name.
I like Peter Dinklage.
Mm-hmm. Who doesn't? What's there not to love? A classically trained thespian.
Is he?
Oh yeah, he's got incredible chops.
Well, I saw in Granted, I've only seen him in Game of Thrones primarily, I have to admit. I've seen a couple other movies with him in it, but I had already known him from that, really.
Well,
That tainted me forever.
You got to play a giant in, what was it?
Oh, yeah. In the Thor movie.
Was it the Thor movie, or was it Guardians of the Galaxy, or one of the... It was
the
one of those
Avengers, the
ones.
first Avengers movie
Avengers. In the Avengers movie. I think it was, somewhere in there.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. But still, I was like, I was still looking at it going, oh, it's Tyrion Lannister.
Yeah.
He's just big. and then he was in the that video game movie with Adam Sandler.
Yes. Oh, God.
Which had promise, but...
Yeah, Pixel. Was it Pixel?
Yeah, Pixels.
Yeah. It's one of those movies that had a great premise and had a great opening, and then you never heard about it.
Yeah, I mean, it was cute. It was a Sandler movie for money, and that's fine. I was amused.
Yeah, it's like a Spielberg movie. Had one for about video games, and that one you just don't hear about anymore. Why? Because the video game. A lot of these are like set in time. Whenever you do like modern technology, because right now we are living in the future.
Welcome to the future.
Yeah, we never hear about movies being made right now saying, welcome to 2064. Now we had all those movies in the 80s that, like 2 years ago, we had what was supposed to be Blade Runner, the futuristic year of 2023 years, and
the future. 2023.
How much of that they came close to, and how much is still yet to manifest. Like we'll never get flying cars.
I just
every science.
Not if we still have insurance companies. Yeah, there's no way we're gonna have flying cars if we still have insurance companies. They'll never make it happen.
Yeah, once a flying car falls out of the sky and hits someone, it's over with. Well, who knows? I mean, they're still making Teslas, even though the self-driving aspect keeps getting people crashed into.
Yeah, and you see, they all got stranded in Chicago because of the cold snap. All the charging stations froze. So they couldn't.
Oh my God! I got a Lyft. Lyft is the other version of Uber.
Yeah, I drove Lyft for a while.
It was a Tesla. Actually, I got to be taxed around in a Tesla.
And how was it?
The coolest thing about it is the sky roof and the technology. I mean, it's so weird because he's trying to follow the GPS from it, and the GPS was completely wrong.
Oh no!
Okay. Oh, it's taking us this way instead. All right. I had to, and say, oh yeah, we're fine here. But it was so weird because I wasn't expecting. He had his wife with him, and I just, he's honking his horn, and I'm like, oh, is this for me? Because usually you pick up by an Uber or Lyft, there's just one person in there. There were two people in there, and he was out there explaining, yeah, I'm teaching my wife how to do this, and how to drive the Tesla. Like it's supposed to be like, and he's bragging about the fact, yeah, I don't understand how these people can make any money. I'm driving the Tesla, and I'm with so much, I'm not sure what he's paying for electricity on that, but obviously it's less than gas.
Yeah.
But very proud and very arrogant about his Tesla.
Well, yes, if you just spend, enough for a house.
Yeah, and what's he doing with it? He's he's taxing people around so he'd be able to afford to have a Tesla.
The thing is could he set it to auto drive, go home, and have it do the work for him? Because isn't that the point?
No, unfortunately, that's one of the things they now come out with. You should have hands on the wheels at all time just in case something does happen. So, but I did see the car sort of take over the driving.
Yeah.
Which is kind of weird. It's like when you first learned about. It always reminded me of like when you first did gears. If you ever were driven a standard. These kids today don't know what a standard is, but we had
a clutch,
like that jolt, that happens when you go from one gear to another. Yeah, it looked like that, like the car was moving on itself, which I guess it's supposed to. But at the same time, I mean, it's like, and I can also tell that sometimes it would slow down before I think you really want to slow down, like in a stop or something. And it didn't register the speed bump. We have this big speed hump over down the highway where I am. It's not a speed bump; it's a whole hump. It's like
so a ramp,
like 6 feet long. Just a little. Make sure people really slow the fuck down because otherwise you're gonna lose your transmission or something.
So the Tesla lost its transmission.
No, it didn't register the speed hump. So he had to slow down for it.
Oh, so he took over manually. The human had to make a decision.
But I'd say the coolest thing about the Tesla is the sunroof, because the sunroof goes all the way in the front but in the back. And he's going like, yeah, we can't really see it tonight because it's cloudy night. And I said, it would probably look cool in the city. Be able to look up at the skyscrapers from your windows and stuff. Oh no, I still think it's a bit overrated. The same thing about Bezos, anyways. Bezos?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Although I get the three of them confused too from time to time. I'm like, okay.
Bezos is Amazon.
Right.
Who owns Twitter now?
Wasn't it Musk?
Musk, yeah, Elon Musk. Elon Musk has got the Teslas.
Yeah.
Which again, I found out that wasn't his idea. It was just another one that he procured.
The battery technology. That's what landed it, right?
Yeah.
So he got his hands on the battery technology, and it's a lot better than what most other people have, because you could do it with, lead acid car batteries. I mean, electricity's electricity, but in order to keep the size relative to what how much force you got to put out, I mean, they got it pretty dense in there.
Yeah. He was also telling me that it started flashing on trying to take. That was it. That was the weird thing. That's why it kept on screwing up on taking me back home. It wanted to go to the next charging station. It was at 51%, and it felt the urge. See, the car is thinking for itself. I want to go to the charging station.
I want to feed now.
You're only at 51%.
Fuck my owner.
You're only at 51%. Get over yourself.
Tesla thinks it's a 10. It's barely a 4. The Tesla's barely a 4. It thinks it's a 10. Just like all Teslas.
Yeah.
See the metaphor I'm going for there?
Tesla. Nikolai Tesla.
Nikolai Tesla. That was that. He was a true genius. He could pull electricity out of the air.
Yeah. And that's what he was working on, and would have, but there wasn't any money to be made that way, and so Edison and the people who were behind him did the best to discredit him. And it's so weird because his laboratory, I was living in Long Island. We used to drive by it all the time. It was completely deserted and covered over, and I'm not sure if they destroyed it or not, but it should have been a landmark, man.
They emptied it out. The government went right in. They took all that stuff.
Yep.
I mean, not to be a conspiracy thesaurus, but it was in the documentary I saw, and who the hell knows if that's right. I wasn't there. I don't know, but he was still a brilliant man, and a lot of people are still using techniques, and there's still a lot to be learned.
Yeah, well, he was inspired. He was inspired by Niagara Falls. He looked at all that power and said, there has to be something there.
Well, there's power all around us, and that's the part that kind of really throws me. It's like, with the amount of wind that I get up here in my little armpit of the state of Connecticut, you know what I mean? Shit's getting pushed over all the time. I'm like, boy, that right there, it's always happening. There's no reason that it can't be, harnessed. Even on a mechanical sense, where you don't even need batteries, you have mechanical batteries, which essentially are just pulleys that go up and down. It could all run for free. And with all this modern technology, the solar cells and windmills and all the other stuff, it would be easy to have socialized medicine and not cost anyone. Did I say medicine? I meant energy.
Yeah. It's like my friend in New York City said,
I know nothing.
If we got rid of all the trade conductors and all that type of stuff and just used, basically we buy a token right now they're cards. They used to be tokens. So shows how far I'd go back. We were tokens to get in the subway.
I vaguely remember that. You remember when there were toll booths in Connecticut where they had like special little coins. There were little coins that you threw in the basket. That meant you were paid.
Yeah.
I think I still have one of those. Those must be worth something, actually, shouldn't they?
Well,
I wonder.
It's about the nostalgia of it. I remember going on the...
That's I'm talking like 50 years old, because easily.
Yeah.
We haven't had tolls in Connecticut for forever, that I can remember.
We'll still have them up in Massachusetts, and there's a toll bridge in going over Newport. And then that, I don't think there's any tolls in... They were trying for tolls for trucks until the Supreme Court, the state Supreme Court said, no, you can't penalize trucks and not, have it for everyone else. So these toll booths that they've started to create to have trucks pay for it have now just, they're illegal now. All sorts of weird stuff that you start going from legality to pass a law and then realizing that it violates other people's rights.
Well, but the thing is balancing it out with practicality too. I mean, there are some laws, like when the government paints numbers on a bridge saying how high the bridge is. You know what I mean? So whether you can get under there or not. That's good government. That's warning. This is how big this is, and you should know in case you want to try to drive under it. There should be warnings. Okay, you can't go over this bridge if you're 3 tractor trailers at the same time. You know what I mean? It'll collapse. Yeah. So that sort of regulation I agree with. But once you start making broad sweeps about, okay, now the trucks are going to have to pay for all our road reconstruction.
Yeah, it's not fair to the trucks. Not fair to the
No.
truck drivers. So,
I mean, and we
yeah.
already paid for all that, didn't we? I mean, that's the whole point, is that our taxes go to that already.
Well, that's the whole thing. I mean, there's still the toll road on the Mass Pike until someone realized the Mass Pike had already been paid for. And then they said, oh, we'll have to take down the very first toll booth they took down was in the richest part of the state. They took it down in Wellesley, Newton. They took that toll booth out, and then they realized, oh, we can use the tolls from the Pike to pay for the tunnels underneath Boston. So they took down one in the most exclusive part of Massachusetts, and left all the rest of them up.
For the poor. The poor
You
can
know.
pay.
Yeah, again,
Let the poor pay. Those
that's
peasants can.
symbolic of what's going wrong with our government. The top rich people keep getting richer, and everyone else gets the.
But
gets
can
the
you
shaft.
imagine how much they could make the world a better place if we gave them an extra 10, 25% tax cut? Don't you understand how much it would trickle down to us?
Trickle down only works in a urinal.
And sometimes not even then. I always get splashed.
Yeah, exactly.
Trickle
You know.
down. That you were there?
Yeah,
Weren't you there when they did that bit at the Ren Fair, where the king was like, "And it will trickle down to the peasants." Oh, my eyes almost rolled into the back of my skull. I'm like, oh God.
No, that's voodoo economics. Trickle down doesn't work. Like you said, just because you have $1 billion doesn't mean there's going to be another trickling down of even $100 million there, because there was a multimillionaire who went on there and he said, why am I not paying enough? And he was complaining about not paying enough taxes, because he's realizing, I've got this money. It's being invested. It's just money to make other money. And what am I going to do with it? I'm not going to buy, just because I'm rich doesn't mean I'm going to buy any more shirts. I can only want to drive one car at a time.
Well, see,
but
I think that's where the entrepreneurial spirit comes in. It's like, if someone were to say, let's say I were able to write a program that takes that tenth of a penny from everyone in Connecticut, and all of a sudden I'm a millionaire and it's legal. What am I going to do with it? I'm going to try to build institutions. I want to make things better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
I'm going to be an artist. I'm going to make things pretty. Put on a show.
Oh, that's the thing. I mean,
Kevin G. Nicholson, president, 2024. Sorry. No, I'm not.
Hold on.
I can hold as long as you like.
24. There is, you've seen 2024 on the Roku, and now there you are on the laptop.
It's gone out. My message has gone out. You, the people.
Listen, remember, a vote for Kevin is a vote for G.
That's not. Oh, that's good. Ooh, I'm writing that down. A vote for Kevin is a vote for Chi. That's. I'm doing that now.
Put that on the posters. Get buttons made.
Oh, the That's
Bring out the
brilliant.
t-shirt.
That's brilliant. You know what? That's it. That's the viral thing. Oh, here. Let me do this for you. Oh, that's brilliant. Okay, I gotta find that. So, what time are you working tomorrow?
No. I figured we could go to like 9 o'clock and then we can put this to rest.
What time is it now?
8:35.
Hey, all right, rock on. That works.
Yeah.
I wanna write that down now. Properties. Oh no, not that one. I'm sorry. I'm distracted because I'm trying to do the other thing. Okay, I'll do it later. I'll do it later.
And I think you have your title for your next album.
All right. Well,
Your next album. One for November. One for October, November.
Did I tell you my that I've been working on my next album?
Yeah, well, I saw it in your broadcast yesterday.
Was it? Was I talking about it? I want to do Celibate. Is the title that I'm working on.
Celibate. Yep, Celibate.
And it's going to go through why I've been celibate for the last 3 years, and the songs are it's going to have a comedic vippity bip to it.
Yeah.
But you listened. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Even if you don't listen, you just let it play. Even that's great.
Well, he asked me to, and especially when I get to see me in there, it's like, there I am.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, because I was working on that. How did that work out? Because I tried that with a couple different sounds.
Yeah.
To give it the hero vibe, and did any one of those strike out as going, okay, this is the one that works best?
Yeah, I think the last one you did worked best. It was like that.
All right. I'll use the last clip then.
Tapping of the drums because of the, I don't just remember the beat of Hogan's Heroes or something like that.
Oh yeah, now that you say that, I wasn't thinking about it at the time, but that works.
Yeah,
that was a fun show.
That was the cool part about Hogan's Heroes. Wait for the drums to come in.
We should have something like that kind of in mind for Tuesday as well.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know if it would have to necessarily be a prisoner scenario, but I guess maybe in a long photo shoot, I guess, with clips on the internet. I don't know how I'm going to do this format-wise, but I'm glad we get to do it at all. Let me...
It's all experiment. Keep on trying different stuff and see what sticks to the wall. And more importantly, it's the stuff that we like. If we like it, we keep it anyways. I look at it this way. If I write something and I laugh at it, I know someone else is going to laugh at it. If I do something that I find is funny, that someone else is going to find funny. That's how you sort of personalize a lot of this stuff.
So it's okay to laugh at yourself?
Oh, definitely. Definitely, because,
do I have your permission?
Like Phyllis Diller would laugh at herself all the time.
Phyllis Diller. Oh, I always liked her. The persona, obviously I never met her, but there's just some people, some icons out there, movie stars, that you're just they seem nice. I wish I could have known them.
Yeah, I had a friend actually work with her. Got to open up for her. And it was interesting because she was doing a regular comedy club. as opposed to like the Vegas or one of the bigger places that she usually does. So she came out without the wig, um, without the dress or anything else, and just came out there and just went up there and and she's a joke machine. She is very proud of her jokes, and she has them all arranged by category and got her own card catalog, and she just wrote it in there, and it's just like, oh, what's this? Because a lot of jokes can be recycled. Like all the dumb jokes they did about Gerald Ford, they end up doing with so many other people. They can look at it and say like, okay, here's a dumb politician joke, and we can use it for other Dan Quayle. They use the same jokes for Dan Quayle as they did for Gerald Ford, and the same thing for George W. They use the same jokes for it's the same type of thing, and that's why this election is going to be so much fun for comedians, because there's just so much a plethora of, and the thing is, the insanity of this country. We have 31 flavors of Baskin Robbins. We only have a choice between two parties.
You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Did I lose you? You trailed off. You're right.
Yeah.
We only have two parties. I haven't been invited to either one of them, and I think that's sad. I think we should be invited to the party. Considering we're
make our own surprise party.
We're the citizens of the United States of America, and we're not invited to somebody else's party. What was it Carlin said? They're in a club and we're not in it.
Yeah. I just noticed your squid head.
The hat of condemnation. Yes, I will be using this on Tuesday to condemn myself, to pass judgment on myself.
The Wrath of Cthulhu.
Cthulhu. You remember the crab people from frickin' South Park? I am one of them now.
The crab people. I remember Cthulhu being on South Park. Being all friendly with Cartman.
Wow. Even that, there are so many of those. How many years has that been going on? And how did that really kick society? It's still good. I hope they never die. All right, hat.
Yeah.
Take the hat off.
Yeah. Well, it's the same thing with South Park. I think it's the only thing that's keeping original programming going on. That and The Daily Show on Comedy Central. Everything else on Comedy Central now is reruns or old movies.
Yeah, well, and everything's been canceled.
Used to do comedy.
It's like when MTV used to do music videos. Mm-hmm. Nothing ever stays the same. Because you can't stay in a niche forever. I can't find one niche to stay in. Although I'm leaning towards comedy.
Music and comedy, they're a good combination. That's why musical comedies.
Because I guess
comedic musicals.
Comedic musicals. Humorous anecdotes. I once met a girl from Peking who gave me a wonderful feeling. She lied on her back and opened her can of cola. What am I thinking of? John Valdi.
John Dalby?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, he did that, right?
He did a lot of stuff.
Yeah. That was my cup of tea. I love that filthy humor.
Whatever happened to John Dalby?
I don't know, unfortunately.
I just remember hearing stories about John. My favorite one was, ended up being, it's me and Greg Carey, and I forget who the opening act was. We ended up doing Vermont. Was it White Mountain, Vermont? It was a college. And we were doing there, and the head of the entertainment was going up to us and saying he was very nervous because we're the first comedians to show up since they had John Balby. John would always have these huge glasses of water on stage with him. Except they weren't water.
Vodka?
And they had vodka.
Yeah.
And he ended up doing like 3 shows. And by the 3rd show, he had a couple of the college co-eds go topless on him.
I love those shows.
Really adamant about this. Yeah, and that was during the homecoming week, so all the parents were there, and they were just lovely to see. So we had to make sure our humor tended to be more PG-13 than R, which we ended up doing.
That's taking it from swing.
We both did very well, and we both had we all had a good time with it. And it was surprising because it was an outdoor event. So it must have been the spring or the early fall. And yeah, usually when you do comedy outdoors, it dies because you don't have the power of having the focus of the light on you and all that type of stuff. But we ended up doing really well. The kids were really cool about it. And it was like, yeah. So that was one of the better college experiences I had. And I've had some really good college experiences.
I'm surprised I survived college, honestly. I was still, oh, God. And alcohol didn't make me any smarter.
No, it didn't me either. But I'm talking about performing for colleges.
Oh. Yeah, I could have seen that being around. You could have gotten away with that back then. Back when it was about having an open mind instead of shutting one.
Yeah, what?
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I haven't done any colleges lately.
Actually, that's a good question. When's the last time I was at a college? Oh, when that kid interviewed me like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
When Fidel Dog. He uploaded a new one, which was kind of interesting. It was talking about there was this creator I didn't even heard of, and he had created a bunch of YouTube videos from this mod, which was made to modify a game so you could, build specific things. And it was fascinating, like the subculture underneath all this YouTube and these millions of people. They grasped this very, very novel stuff. But I mean,
Yeah.
I'll show you when you come back, when you come up here. It was really interesting. And I had never even, it's like being on the cutting edge. It's like he said, remember when we were with the Harlot Queens?
Yeah.
And remember that picture that you took? Thanks for that. The one with me and the girls, and the girls are pretty much cradling me.
Right.
He in the community tab he listed Rizzler, and I'm like, what does that mean? And so I ended up looking it up, and it means it's modern day slang for guy that's really good with the ladies. And I was
Rizzler?
like, yeah, Rizzler, and I thought that was fascinating. And I'm like,
Comes from Riz comes from charisma.
oh.
So,
I
if
thought
you
it
got
came
Riz,
from
you got
Latin.
charisma. Sort of like like going like Finn instead of Fiverr. You know,
Finn.
this is one of those like.
Hey, you got a Finn?
One,
You got a fiver?
got a Finn? Yeah.
Loan me a Finn.
Or what I'm trying to get the other one. It's been shortened for something like that. Oh.
Finn, a fiver. Hey, you got a
Scoutcha.
Scoutcha?
Scoutcha. Instead of let us go out. Scoutcha.
Scout.
And have a cigarette. Let us go out and have a cigarette. Scoutcha, go out and cigarette.
Scoutcha, go out and cigarette.
Yeah.
Wow. Wow, that's
Charisma,
deep. That's
Riz.
Worcester, man. That's
So Rizzler, Rizzler would be someone with charisma. So Rizzler could be female also.
Yes, which is looking forward to meeting some wrestlers in the coming year. But after I have my little, I figure I'll pout in my next album, and then I'll go, balls out for the summer. That's my loose life plan right now. For what it's worth.
Yes, this is to be the summer of love.
God willing, I'll have love for all.
We do experiments with the dating apps.
Oh,
See how
God.
those work. Or don't work.
I'm not. I wouldn't touch a dating app with a 10-foot pole right now. If it doesn't happen organically in the real world, there's no point. I need to know. Everything else is AI.
Yeah.
I'm in the highest resolution I know.
mean, it's like I get offers on Instagram for some reason, and it's just like, what are you doing? You know.
If they're in my life, they're gonna be in my live stream.
There we go.
That's just the way it's gonna end up working, and not because I want to even sell the girl. It's because I need an alibi at all times. You know what I'm saying?
We have the cameras going on at all times.
At all times. See,
here's the release form.
Yeah, right. We're not doing anything untoward until we are. But I'm shielded from by my live stream.
Yeah. Well, at least you have evidence.
That's right. Always helpful to have the evidence on your side. Yeah, I got a friggin'...
So you have an alibi right there, officer.
Wasn't that a name of a band? Alibi. I was thinking of ABBA.
Alabama?
Sweet Home?
I don't know.
Sweet Home Alabama.
Yeah.
Did I do that right?
Lamb skittered.
You're going. What was that?
Leonard Skittered.
Leonard Skittered. I thought it was Skinnerd.
Leonard Skinner.
I like that bit.
Sure.
That was
Frolicking
old school.
too.
That's when people played instruments.
Oh yeah. Things
I
before
feel like a
MTV.
cheat when I use the tools. You know what I mean? When I use arcade, sometimes I feel like I'm cheating.
Well, if you're cheating, then so are 99.9% of the rappers out there.
Oh yeah, there's that.
This is the way music's being made nowadays. As some of my teachers at Berkeley would say, everything is an effect. Everything is sound. For example, you used to say everything had a note to it. If there's sound to it, it has a it has a note. It has a tone. And has a duration. So he would like tap on a desk and say, "What note was that?" Oh, it sounded like B flat. Well, yeah, you're right. B flat. It's like some of those drummers that tune their drums.
Yeah, see that. Wow. I didn't even think about that. That you would have to tune drums. Well, I would imagine if you want a certain sound and if you want it to match up with. Wow. Mind blown. I wish I had a sound effect for that. No, it didn't even strike me. I need my drum I got the money. Maybe I could fix my drum. Think I should? What do you think, Sparky? Should I fix my drum? Should I get it re-skinned? My
Sure, why
djembe?
not? Skin can't cost that much.
We could probably be a couple $100. Get it done.
To get done.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
But the skin itself is probably going to be less than 20.
You think really
Just
that
one
low?
drum?
I mean, you've seen the djembe.
I'm trying to remember it.
Has my star on it.
Has your star on it.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
Well, maybe you're on television right now. Why don't you bring your drum out?
Oh. Hey, you know what? That's a good idea. Wait a think, Sparky. All right, folks, we'll be right back. Yeah, dude.
And while Kevin gets his drum, we're doing live television here. Hi, I'm your friendly neighborhood squidhead. Now I'd like to remind you that a vote for Kevin is a vote for G. If you vote for G, you vote for Kevin. That's Kevin G. Nicholson. G stands for God damn. Remember, a vote for him is a vote for America. This is your friendly neighborhood squid talking. I even have the microphone pointed right at me.
This. I imagine you're going to have to wait a moment for it to appear. But this.
Oh, yeah. Oh, your star, yes.
And
Well, let me take a look at the head.
so, yeah, it split. I'm not sure if it just.
Turn over. Let me see.
I've already done it, but it's catching up.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, the skin itself is going to be what's going to cost is how easy it is to remove from underneath the all that webbing underneath it.
Yeah.
But
I figure a couple
Like, is it-
$100. But listen to the sound. Terrible.
yeah, it doesn't have that tang to it. That boing. Yeah, it's definitely worth fixing.
There we go. All right. That goes there. That goes here. And you made it.
It's 9 o'clock.
It is. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. You know, I'm supposed to be talking to like one person, but there were actually 2 concurrent viewers. So, I think someone stuck around, but they didn't say anything in the chat. Which is cool, because someone hung out for a little bit. I'll keep you informed. I'll touch base with you tomorrow sometime.
All right, very good. I'm off.
This has been Kevin G. Nicholson with the legendary Sparky. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with us. And I love you, Sparky. I'll talk to you soon.
Love you too, man. Have a good one.
All right. Night.
Good night.
And oh. All right. Really, for those people who watch these afterwards, I hope you were subtly entertained. I know I was entertained. We got big things coming up next Tuesday, and I just don't lie, don't steal, be nice.